Ah, there you are. I used to come here all the time, you know. But the last time I came, things didn't quite go as planned. If only it were something like that. What I'm saying is I can't face going in there today. Why don't we take care of something else first? All right. Anything to help forge a new Japan. We'll probably find Hachiro at the dojo around this time of day.
Been a while, Ryoma.
True. It's good to see you again. I've come to ask a favor, actually. In order to change this country of ours, I'm trying to work out how to reform the shogunate. And I need the help of skilled swordsmen like you to do it.
Reform the shogunate, eh? That's certainly a lot to chew on. Give me some time to consider it, will you? Incidentally, the demon belle of Chiba wants to see you. Don't keep her waiting.
Huh?
Oh, Ryoma!
Oh!
I had hoped to see you.
No.
You've finally come back to propose! Haven't you?
Good to see you too, Lady Sana, but I'm sorry. I'm just too busy to be thinking about things like that right now.
Oh? Are you trying to weasel out of your promise? Well, if you're intent on denying me that, then fight me instead!
Okay. But you know how I've never been able to stop myself from going easy on you. Well, my friend here is just as strong as me. Why don't you fight them instead?
Fight them, you say? I have my doubts, but if it will finally make you deliver on your promise, I consent. Just what I'd expect from a friend of Ryoma's. Another silver-tongued charmer.
Well, I'd love to stay and watch, but I think you need some privacy.
Come. Let's fight! Your opponent is Sanna Chiba, niece of Shusaku. On your guard. Such impeccable technique. Giving up? Far from it. It seems Ryoma spoke true. You are as strong as him.
I'm afraid you can't win this one.
If you think I'm still a little girl, you're quite mistaken. I'm not done yet.
Hey! Lady Sana! Okay, thanks. You really helped me out.
Hey, that was some fine work. If you're looking for Ryoma and Lady Sana, they ran off somewhere. But I'd leave them be for now. Besides, you said something about wanting my help to reform the shogunate, right? Very well. Beat me, and I'll lend a hand. Please, don't hold back. Give me everything you've got. I can see why Ryoma depends on you. I don't need to hold back. I didn't expect you to push me so hard. This isn't so good. You might have broken my sword, but you've yet to break me. All right, you win. Samurai are men of their word. I'll lend you my aid. Indeed. You have my word.
Hachiro, what's going on? Looks like Sana and Ryoma took off somewhere.
Master. Sorry for disturbing you. I was just sparring with this visitor.
I've not seen you before. May I ask why you're here? Oh, dear me. It's time Ryoma reaped what he sowed. He's in for it now.
This is Ryoma's friend. Said they're going around looking for skilled swordsmen to try and reform the shogunate. And they're dead serious about it, too. Hell, they even strung out me into helping them out.
Damn. To think a master like Hachiro could lose. But if you're after good fighters, why not head to the Odani dojo? Master Odani must be known by just about every swordsman in Edo. He's bound to be a great help. Do come back here whenever you like, though. As a friend of Ryoma, there's no need to be shy.
Have you got something to... You show a lot of... I see. Well, be seeing you.
Hey, how have you been? Are you faring well? I am... And what might... A fine question. Well, first comes theory. If you'd like me to instruct you... Please, give me everything you've got. Not bad at all. Please, give me everything you've got. Not bad at all. can see you've improved.
No holding back. You hear? Getting interesting.
A passable demonstration. Keep at it.
You there. Have a minute? I'm sorry for bothering you, but I have a favor to ask. Won't you hear me out? I'm an instructor at another dojo, you see. And the other day, I saw one of my students cut down a stranger on the street. I confronted him and tried to mete out his punishment, but I couldn't bring myself to finish it, and he escaped. If I face my student again, I fear I'll hesitate again. I can't trust myself to stop him. Please, won't you do it in my stead? Thank you. My student has gotten a taste for blood and will keep on killing. We have no choice but to put him to death.
Don't tell me he sent you. Wait. Don't kill me. I don't want to die. I must avenge.
You're back! Safe and sound! You've done it then. Tended to my student. What are you talking about? Did you deal with my student or didn't you? So you did! So you did! Do you have proof of the deed, by any chance? It would set my mind at ease if there was something I could see. Oh. You're accusing me of lying. What could I have possibly lied about? So you know. In that case, you'll just have to die. Instead of his blood, yours will flow instead and quench my blade. You know too much to let you live. More lives. I must take more lives.
Who are you? And what are you doing at our dojo? In that case, well... The master isn't here right now. He's actually... You know, our dojo welcomes competition from other sword styles. Why don't we continue this conversation after some sparring? Well said. Just you try to get the better of Toranosuke Shimada. Study the soul. One must first study the mind. Now let's see how well you know yourself. I see you can hold your own.
Shimada, I didn't know you had a challenger. I'll take care of this.
I have a lot to learn myself.
Ready?
All right then. It's time to finish this. Damn. Got a bit carried away. Ah, I will beat you next time.
That got the blood pumping, eh?
Enjoy your victory over the great Tanetsugu Oishi. It won't happen again. I was on stage until I lost to Master Odani. I will show that old man in the end. And I will show you too. That's what I like to hear.
Master Odani will take on any opponent. But he'd be especially pleased to fight someone of your caliber. He's out training by the riverbank, not far from here. Do go and see him.
Oh. I thought it was nigh time you arrived. I'm Nobutomo Odani, the man you've been looking for. I see. So, you've bested Hachiro and Toranosuke, I surmise. You have a fearsome look indeed. Humility is a virtue. Even among those who write their names in history's pages, fortune favors the humble, while arrogance invites only misfortune. Enough talk. It's time you showed me how well you handle a blade. Oh-ho! I look forward to a display of your prowess, young one. Strike me then. Don't be shy. Well done. I should put up a proper fight, lest I end up in the infirmary. There's no overcoming old age. Quite impressive. Good grief. It sure ain't easy being old. Oh, you win, you win. Your talent appears to be the real deal. Oh, you're a sharp one. Not many would have noticed that. The truth is, I've already begun my service to the shogunate at Kaishu's request, as an instructor to any swordsmen he can gather. Well, I can hardly refuse my cousin, can I? I planned to turn him down as I didn't want to neglect my dojo. But the chance to train someone like you, how could I say no? I suppose I'll be giving my all to this new role. No need to thank me. Well, in any case, I'll do what I can. Rest assured, you are in safe hands now.
Oh. Good day. I did a fine job of embarrassing myself last time, didn't I? I've intensified my training regimen now. I won't lose next time.
Sana's always been like that when it comes to swordsmanship. She gets so engrossed in practicing, she's up all hours, missing meals, the whole hog.
I take my training seriously. What's wrong with that? If I want to wed Ryoma one day, I'll need to do my utmost in preparation.
She's not one to back down from her words either. I'm just worried she'll hurt herself one day, working so hard.
Perhaps you have a point. In that case, where would you recommend I go to learn? Who do you mean? You have to tell me! Where are they? Where can I find them? Yoshiwara? I suppose the geisha are rich in experience. Perhaps I could gain some insight into the workings of dear Ryoma's heart. Please, you have to take me to Yoshiwara. I need to speak to someone versed in romance.
I'm unsure how I feel about my darling niece being taken to Yoshiwara. But perhaps it's an opportunity for her to see the world a little.
Yes! Now I have my uncle's blessing. You'll really take me to Yoshiwara, won't you? Thank you! Then we can meet once we're both ready. I'll be off now. Ryoma.
Lady Sana, I didn't expect to see you here.
What a surprise. Considering you haven't come to visit since last time, I'd assumed you were busy. But you were carrying on with someone else. Would you care to explain yourself?
Hey! What on earth is going on? Why is Lady Sana here in Yoshiwara? What's that supposed to mean?
Do you mean to say you didn't know Ryoma had been frequenting this place?
At any rate, I should be leaving. See you later.
But we haven't seen each other in so long.
Would you please refrain from further censure of that gentleman? I merely asked him to help me find my cats.
Your cats? Oh, is that all? Silly me, jumping to conclusions. In that case, why don't I take Ryoma's place in finding your pets for you? In exchange, will you instruct me in the ways of romance?
Oh, if you are looking for advice on love, I would be delighted to help. Well then, just bring me all the cats in Yoshiwara. I eagerly await your return.
All right, let's be nice and quick about this. Between the two of us, it shouldn't take long. Let's be on our way then. adorable. But one day, it'll up and disappear, and completely forget where it came from. Just like Ryoma. I feel as though Ryoma has matured. Not only in his appearance, but in deeper ways too. When we used to train together, I was drawn to his honest gaze. But that gaze is set far away now. Far, far away from me. Let's head back to Miss Isabella.
動くな
You brutes! I won't let you harm hair on Earth.
This is none of your business! Get lost! Go get kicked by a horse! I don't care if you're tough. Stay out of my love life!
Thank you very much. Not only did you find my cats, but you helped me, even though you are but guests. The previous visitor's deeds betray that he has fallen for my charms. However, I remain my own person. My affections cannot be compelled. In your case, if it pains you to be apart from the one you love, you must develop the courage to let go from time to time.
But I get so worried. Ryoma lives his life as free as the wind. If I were to let go, I don't think he'd ever come back. All right, this isn't the time for smooth talk. This is a difficult topic. I've always dreamed of marrying Ryoma and living as his wife. But I fear he dreams of other things entirely. Perhaps trying to prove to him how much I'd grown was all to avoid acknowledging the ways in which Ryoma himself had grown. No more cowardly conduct. No more fear of change. I have to face him for who he is right now.
What a fine expression you wear. I look forward to seeing what becomes of you both when fate has taken its course. I trust you are keeping well. So many of my frankly, I had all but assumed you really are a strange one. In any event, we have yet to find all. I assume that you did not expect me to own so many. Perhaps, but that is beside the point. I would be ever so great. I promise you will not. I would like you to. How may I? Oh, I am ever so happy to see you again. Is there anything else you would like? Will you be back soon? I fear that I miss you already.
You there? Do you enjoy scary stories? Oh, you like scary stories, yes? I'm a star. To begin with, I thought I'd get new props to liven up. It's been a while now, and I haven't heard anything about the picture. Wonderful!
What? But I only borrowed a paltry sum. You must be mistaken.
Scram! Can't you see I'm busy? Oh. Did you come to settle this man's debt? You wanna fight? I'll bash your brains in!
Wait a minute. You work for that storyteller, don't you?
Hi there. Your friend's a storyteller asked me to give you a message. He said he was headed to Oiwa Inari Shrine.
Good traveler. Come here.
Oh dear, I must have fallen asleep. Oh, it's you. See, the shrine is rumored to be haunted, you see. I thought I'd come and get some inspiration for my story. I saw a beautiful woman heading in, so I followed after her. That's when I heard someone playing a shamisen. And that's all I remember. Of course, that woman! She must have been a ghost! You're joking. Such a beauty couldn't possibly be a ninja. Ah, thanks a lot. This ghost, she's the spitting image of the woman I saw. What's more, she's even holding a shamisen. A shamisen? Yes. The sun would be perfect for livening up the performance. Now that I have props as well as a story, my new stage is set. Mark my words, the name Enjo will become synonymous with horror.
Lend me a hand, will you? Sorry for stopping you like that. I promise it's for a good reason. You see, there is this local herbalist who wants to turn himself into a mummy. And he'd like someone to gather materials in his stead. What do you say? A simple job for a mighty warrior like yourself, no? Heavens! I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? The name's Yoshizo Sudo. I'm just your average informed citizen. I love to write down whatever I see and hear. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've got a book series out called the Fujiokaya Diary. In any case, There is all sorts of things required for mummification. Think you can get them for my herbalist friend, huh? Oh, wonderful! I knew you'd be willing to help. It's like they say, you can always rely on the kindness of strangers. And before I forget, I've written down the materials here on this paper. In the meantime, I'll ask the herbalist for more details.
Thank you! I deal in rare goods, you see, and those guys nearly robbed me of... But you saved my life, so please take...
What will it be? Is there anything else? Please come again.
your prayers. Scholars always willing to learn the hard way, huh?
Thank you. You really are a mighty warrior. Where there is life, there is hope. Who knows? In any case, I knew. But where are my manners?
Did you bring me the persimmons and salt I asked for? Persimmon seeds actually help to prevent flesh from rotting, you see. Indeed. Which reminds me, Sudo, you may write about it in your diary. And tell your future readers.
Certainly. And let me thank you also for your hard work. As bread.
How are you? Why, hello there. Just the person I wanted to see. I was hoping you might help me out with my new project. This is going to be quite the masterpiece, I assure you. Help me, and there's a reward in it for you. Well, you see, I want to capture a view of Edo in its entirety, in one glorious panorama. That is, in a photograph taken from various angles, all expertly stitched together.
You're in good cheer, Mr. Beato. Oh.
Ah, Sir Alcock. I was just explaining my new photography project to my collaborator.
A collaborator, you say? To think you'd stoop to putting your faith in such a savage. Are there any lengths you won't go to for this degenerate hobby of yours?
You are too kind. But tell me, would you happen to know of a vantage point from which I can capture an all-encompassing view of the city?
Well, you might try your luck upon Mount Attigo. I can attest the views from the Overlook aren't half bad. I dare say, Mr. Beato, devotion to one's hobbies is commendable indeed. But don't forget our little chat earlier.
I shall bear it in mind. My thanks. All right then, Mount Atago it is. Let's meet at the base. Don't keep me waiting too long, though. Ah, glad you made it. But before we go further, will you suffer me one small detour? Mount Atago is usually bustling with townsfolk. I'd like to record a few candid shots of their way of life. With your camera, I'm sure we could manage it in a flash. Well, how about it? Much obliged. Now, whenever you're ready to start, let's head up the mountain. Yes, I believe we got some splendid shots. But let's head to the lookout now.
Are in a far better position. Those imperialists can be useful on occasion.
What's this? Good lord. Quickly, take the photos. I'll explain later.
You could say that, but the thing about it is... Still, Well, it's good that the attack on the legation succeeded. I am worried that the Englishman, Alcock, suspects something.
Bizarre.
Stay there. Company. Finished it. We can't let them leave here alive.
Mr. Alcock will be very pleased with these photos. But come, let's continue on to the lookout. What a magnificent view. Perfect for our composition. Let's get set up and start shooting at once. Speed is of the essence. If the sun and the clouds were to shift even a bit, it would look odd when we try to join the photos. Most satisfactory. I couldn't have done this without you. And thank you for indulging my little whim. I am in your debt. Indeed. You know, he's an important customer of mine. A patron of my photographic pursuits. In any event, you know how the British legation was burned down the other day? Well, rumor has it, the French paid off the British soldiers to spur the expulsionists on. Mr. Alcock asked me to secure evidence if I saw any of his fellows acting suspiciously. This kind of work helps me pay for my camera expenses. In fact, it's thanks to you I managed to take their photos. So, I'll factor that into your reward. Really, you deserve it. You know, as a photographer, I've been to many countries, but I've never known a culture quite like that of Japan, and Edo in particular. Alas, I fear it has no place in a world ruled by the West. A fleeting thing, culture. Oh, do I? Actually, I feel quite the opposite. Nothing lasts forever, you know? Not people, nor things. And that is what I yearn to capture with my photography. You saw in the mountain, did you not? The sheer degradation. But photographing such scenes gives me goosebumps. Japan is much the same. Everything held dear in this country will fade and be forgotten. And to capture that fleeting beauty in a photograph, it makes me want to pinch myself. Oh, sounds like you have something particular in mind. Please, do tell. No. I believe you. Well, I hope you'll share it with me one day.
Hey. Good timing. I just heard something intriguing. Apparently, there are outsiders constructing a building not far from here. And what's more, they're storing provisions, weapons, and ammunition inside. If we leave it be, their power will only grow. What do you say we burn it to the ground? That's exactly right. If we let them move in, it'll spread like wildfire. Good to hear. Let me Right, let's go. The foreigners will have been left shaken by our work on the legation, and we need to press the advantage. Mark my words. We'll drive those disease spreaders back to where they came from. We'll show them what happens when you try to invade Japan. Don't wander off. Here it is. No skulking about this time. We charge in head first. You will pay!
foreigners.
Here we go! Stop there!
Right. Let's set it ablaze.
What are you? Are you out of your mind? You murderer! Do you have any idea what you've done? And you are just as much to blame. What are you even doing with this villain? I thought better of you. They were bringing Western medicines and medical equipment for all the Japanese people suffering here. None of it can be made here in Japan. It's only thanks to those Westerners that we've managed to save the number of people we have so far.
I didn't realize either. Not exactly.
Oh, now I remember you. The son of Dr. Kusaka from Choshu. I can't believe the son of a physician would act with such wanton disregard for human life.
Enough. What do you know? My father might have been a physician, but he still died of the cholera they spread. As did my mother and brother. I was left alone as they grew cold and their bodies began to seep. I couldn't even hold their hands. I couldn't even...
I see. I understand that you've suffered. But your hatred is misplaced. Going around killing Westerners is simply madness. Do you really think your family would be proud to see what you've done? There are still survivors. I'll have to treat them. You're in the way. Clear off, both of you.
Do I think my family would be proud? Damn it, Sorry. Let's get out of here. Thanks for your assistance.
Hey! Can I help you? Ah. Be seeing you then.
Hey. I don't know what you were thinking, trying to get close to those shogunate officials. Let's talk. Good idea. Ah, there was something I've been meaning to ask. You've mastered the sword, no doubt. But that's not all. You've got real grit. You must have had an incredible master. thing about Master Shoin is that he could see right into your heart. We were truly blessed to have been introduced to the man. By the way, what does your teacher do these days? I see. They rule by suppressing the will of the people. Not only do they ignore the cries of the populace, but now they bend to the barbarians knocking at our door. Can't they see how their people suffer? With this disease they have invited into our home. Japan must change. And no one can do it but us. I'm sure you've had your fair share of painful... What is it? You know how to please? Good idea. Why don't you come with me? I've been thinking about it ever since. I couldn't see where the true enemy lay. Perhaps I could have walked a different path. Cholera robbed me of my family. The shogunate robbed me of my master. A rage, a lust for vengeance grew within me, clouding my vision. I never realized how single-minded I'd become. I envy Shinsaku sometimes. The way he does as he pleases. How freely he lives his life. And what about you? From where I stand, you live just as freely. You do? I see. But the fact that you can say that yourself, you are strong. You know and understand your own weaknesses, and still stand tall. I should look. I need to think about things. About how I want to live my life from now on. I'm glad you're the one with me now. I wouldn't want Shinsaku and the others to see me like this. Maybe it's time we headed back. I hope you come to speak to me again. Once I've had time to work things out. There's something I'd like to ask. Do you... Indeed. Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I still refuse to concede to the outsiders that we should open the country. And I think Master Shoin's final wish was for us to expel the barbarians. But if my father, the physician, was still alive, he wouldn't have withheld treatment to anyone. Not even outsiders. Same as Ine. Apparently, she's from the Kanda Medical School. I'm thinking of heading over to apologize. Appreciated.
Did you need something?
I came here to apologize. I'm truly sorry for attacking the Outsiders building. We went too far.
I can't simply forgive you with a mere apology. The dead won't come back to life just like that, will they?
Doctor, I'm just stepping out. I've received word from my men that a quarrel has sprung up between some British merchants and the local Japanese.
Absolutely not. You're badly wounded. You need rest, and lots of it.
I agree. Seems we've done more damage than I realized. I hope this goes some way to setting things right again. Even a little.
What are you planning to do? I don't think you showing up would help things, quite frank.
This is my duty, and time is of the essence.
Wait! Please!
So you came after all. As I understand it, our merchants failed to dismount when passing a daimyo's procession.
If that's the case, then the fault lies with the merchants.
What? Then why didn't they just say so? Is it the Japanese way to draw swords on defenseless folk?
I fear the procession will be spoiling for a fight. We have to make sure no harm.
Why did you kill him? Why, damn you?
Why are you here?
You know Okubo, do you? Can you tell me what's happening?
I thought as much. You were there. Why didn't you end it?
Their blood was up. They were raring for it, so many of them.
I heard that the outsiders share some of the blame. But cutting them down isn't the first resort. Especially those merchants just now. They had no intention to fight.
Genzui Kusaka of Choshu. I must thank you for your assistance in taking down the Blue Demon. But, as this issue is between the Satsuma and the British, I ask that you stay out of this matter.
We told them to dismount their horses, but they didn't comply. As the palanquin reached their position, we were forced to act. More to the point, are you the ones who cut down my comrades? Why on earth you would lend aid to the British is beyond me, but this shall not stand.
I apologize for what has transpired. It is as you say. Please allow me to apologize formally on behalf of Choshu another time.
You expect us to simply let you go?
He shouldn't be here in this state. We have to get him back to the clinic.
Not leaving! You owe blood! Raise a hand against us!
Time to put an end to this. We have done what we can. Come, Kuroda.
If you're looking for the captain, he's home safe. And I believe I have you two to thank for it.
I owe you my thanks as well. Ah. I didn't expect to hear that from you. If you hadn't come with me, I don't think I'd have been able to apologize to Dr. Ine in earnest. And that Englishman would have been killed by the Satsuma. It's strange. When I'm around you, I feel I could take on the world. None of my other comrades inspire such a feeling. I won't abandon the expulsionist philosophy, though. That said, I have come to feel that Master Shoin didn't want us haphazardly killing outsiders. More specifically, attacking those meeting our nation halfway is no way to behave. Henceforth, I'll walk the honorable path, and not sully my family's good name. I will. Alongside you, I know it can be done. As my comrade in arms, it would be good to have you walk the path alongside me.